So, guys, the trash story. Sean, I know how you feel, and I share your analysis of the media bias, treating a comedian's joke like it's the crime of the century, and going into overdrive to try to make apologies for what Joe Biden did. One's the comedian, one's president. We can talk about the bias if you'd like, but I haven't seen it in the Trump video yet. I assume it'll be in videos, maybe in paid media, maybe even at TV ads. Where do you think the trash story goes? Is it over, or is it extend through the weekend and maybe even into Tuesday?
I would be shocked if they don't play that up, keep playing it. The last night, the garbage truck and the vast, I mean, it was dominating social, and then obviously got up this morning and it was all over. So I mean, it was a brilliant.
All
uh
over meaning everywhere, not concluded.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that the goal, like he owned the moment, he owned them. He basically seized that day. And I wouldn't be surprised, considering the reaction that he got, knowing him, that they don't seize on this. And so I'll be blown away if you don't see this thing coming out in some sort of paid form. But I guarantee you the surrogates are going to go nuts over the weekend on this as a talking point. You saw, I mean, look, you can't, this is the perfect confluence with Halloween. I saw so many Trump people dressing up with trash cans. Vivek's out there going, literally lifting trash. More and more people were saying, I'm going dressed as a trash man, or, with a trash
Yeah.
bag. So it's just perfect timing for the meme to take flight. And just as a side note, all I'll say on this is it was hysterical. Like, the media got their talking points. It was a gaffe by Biden that the Trump campaign is seizing on, and as Nora O'Donnell put, and showing them no grace.
Yeah. Dan, are Republicans going to keep driving this?
Yeah, look, absolutely. They're going to ride this horse down the home stretch. It's taken off in Red America. It's the meat, what energizes them the most. I don't think this really is a story for undecided voters. I think, for Harris at this point, it's about trying to turn out young voters who are either Harris or don't vote. And it's about those suburban, women, but also men, for whom I think it's a gut check moment on Trump. And so I don't think, what Joe Biden says and whether Trump is driving in, a limousine or a trash truck is going to change, alter their vote. But look, great political athletes, when they get an opportunity, they make the most of it. And Trump does it better than anyone else. And as Sean said, it's all over social media. It's dominating cable news. But I don't think it impacts, how undecideds make their decision.
I don't know that it impacts undecideds, although I think it could. I'll say a few things about it. First of all, Donald Trump leads a movement. You may not like that, but it's a fact. And as Sean said, this will be everybody's talking point. Don't let them win. They think we're garbage. Don't let them win. And if you're trying to see things we can say truthfully about the early vote without overinterpreting it, part of the Republican strength in the early vote is because they're enthused to vote and that they're listening to their leader. And this is going to help Republican enthusiasm. Number two, there is a psychodrama going on between Team Biden and Team Harris and the principals. And he's supposed to go to Scranton this weekend. I don't know if he'll go. I think maybe they'll switch him to American Samoa. But the level of tension now amongst people who are normally friendly is higher, and it's a problem, because her biggest problem is, in the view of a lot of analysts, is her association with her own administration. And so anything that puts Joe Biden in the news for anything is not good. Finally, if you want to understand Donald Trump and his appeal to the people who like him, go look at the rally last night where he told the story of how he came to get in the garbage truck. Look at the words he uses, the technique, the style, the cadence. Again, you may think that's superficial. You may think it's despicable to praise someone who sat in the Oval Office and in the West Wing during January 6th. But if you want to understand his appeal, go watch his storytelling.